Hello everybody, and welcome back to the archives. Still working on this camera angle. Haven't really been able to experiment with it much, given that, haven't done many streams since I got the new desk set up that has required the use of my camera, but we are here regardless. Sorry about last week's Final Fantasy XIV stream. I was in a discussion, planning out some trips that I plan on taking in the next couple months. While I am a little old and a few years a little later than most people, I do want to go back to college and further my education. So we're talking about taking a couple trips out and going out, visiting a couple places. You know how it is. Not that it's going to interfere with something this month. We're looking at the end of next month, and if that happens, I will obviously not be streaming that week, but I will give a heads up, of course. But regardless, we're here today, and while I don't have a ton of time tonight, I'd at least like to get a couple hours in. I do have work at 9 in the morning, which means I actually have to be up like 6:30, 7 o'clock, which isn't exactly conducive to being able to stay up very late playing. But regardless, I wanted to at least get on and play a little bit. And that's exactly what we're going to do, baby. We're going to move over here and play some more Final Fantasy XIV. Like before, haven't had a ton of time to log in. Last week was a bitch. Barely had any free time to myself between working every day until late, to Fridays and Sundays generally being taken up by our Pathfinder games, to Saturday being my birthday and having a lot of plans that we went out to eat. We ran some air. You know how it is. It was a busy day. But I did log in a couple of times, played a couple PvP matches, did a roulette or two, but not a lot. I think we gained 1 level. I think we're level 75, and that's about as far as I've gotten on, which I know isn't a huge jump, but it's a little bit of a jump. Oh, another year older. Can't believe another birthday has come and gone. But you know how it is. I really wish I could have streamed on my birthday this year, but I was just super fucking busy, man. That, and I told some people that I was going to play with them on Saturday night. So I kind of had an obligation that week, but you know how it is. As it once was. So yeah, if I remember correctly, the last thing that happened was one of the bishops almost threw a child off the fucking cathedral roof. Fucking asshole. And then of course Vidofnir came in and saved her at the last second, which good tidings for Ishgard to get off its fucking hypocritical fucking high horse and start accepting, dragons aren't that bad. Alphino, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Flamin, Ori Boulder, and Coltanet. I forgot Hoary Boulder. Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsalomensa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link brawls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Quite. But what wonderful news to think that our reunion is close at hand. Pleasure to see you too, Alphino. Thancred and Kryl. What brings the two of you here? Kryl and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may have found the answer. I forgot what Kryl sounds like. When you were fleeing Ul'dah with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that it's true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace. A lingering disturbance of the ether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know just where such data can be found. The battleground where you felled the Ultima weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. I don't know how the fuck that word is pronounced. Honestly, I'm not even sure what it means. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield her from the magic I invoked. Kryl and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the aether within. The two of you? Alone? I have proven knack for subterfuge, and I'm confident that there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryl while the patrols pass. That place is still up and running? Didn't it blow the fuck up? Didn't Ultima kind of wipe that entire building off the map? That's what it looked like. I'm surprised that they moved back in so quickly, and that we didn't take that opportunity to just, seize the area. Besides, if you and her come along, who will see to Flammen's grand homecoming? When you put it like that, very well, I will trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but at least it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Lominsan docks? Yeah, I guess that's fine. It's been a bit since I've been in Limsa Lominsa. And then I shall see the four of you at Rising Stones. Safe travels. Yeah, I'm sure everything is gonna go perfectly and nothing is gonna go wrong, as always. Fucking looking down at chat, seeing the user called Bottomless Fries. God, I wish I had some bottomless fries right about now. Alright, where am I going in Limsa? Okay, I'm going over here. Man, it's surprisingly quiet. I'm used to seeing this entire... Maybe it's because things haven't loaded up yet, given that the shopkeeps aren't loaded in. Either they're not loaded... no, they're definitely just not loaded in. I was like, maybe it's not loaded in because the game doesn't want them loaded in right now, but... then, and then I saw the names of things. Hey, Goldeneye! Oh yeah, things were definitely taking their sweet fucking time. Oh, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. I thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tataru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hanish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. Ooh, I didn't mean to skip that. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? It's not my fault, lady, alright? Flamin, it's not my fault. Forgive me. I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there is much and more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not have swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Yeah, I've been very busy while you guys have been gone. You know, Ishgard is like, not perfect yet, but it's getting there. Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. Where hopefully nothing will go wrong. I say that knowing full well almost certainly something will go wrong. Thancred, good disguise. Doing the whole infiltration thing as before. Greetings, Baron.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Still surprisingly, still surprised that this building is anywhere intact.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Really did a good job hiding
Why
that guy.
must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out.
Definitely not. Everything always goes perfectly all the time. Fair enough.
Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
I'm sorry, beloved? Did I completely miss the fact that Thancred and Minfilia had a thing?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Was that obvious, or am I dumb? Did I just miss that obvious little thing?
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think.
Okay, good.
15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and
damn. Yeah, that's not great.
I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every Scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future.
Mm-hmm.
She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
Definitely not assuaging the not in that way, Thancred. You are not helping your case here.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. and neither will I.
Oh, that's good. Be nice to have her back in the reins. It's
Then
been
following
a
Phineas'
little bit of a...
Let
Alphinaud
us
was
pray
not
that these
perfect at
vestiges of
leading us.
Heidelman's
He's been doing a good
intervention will lead
job,
us to her.
but he's really not the best at it. He's getting there. Place is surprisingly nice, given the fact that it was blown the fuck up by Ultima. I expected it to be a little bit more beat up than that. Any day now? No, I don't think I've actually been in Mordona since the lighting update, or the lighting changes. I mean, the lighting looks better, you know. This is... But we are at nighttime, too, so I'm not going to get the full brunt of all of it. To think that everyone is waiting for us, just beyond those doors. Friends and family with whom we shared so much. God's help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Alright, so what's gonna go horribly, horribly wrong? There's no way things are gonna just, you know, go off without a hitch. That never fucking happens. Oh my god. Alian and Ephemy. Okay, I don't recognize Ephemy, I'm gonna be honest. Alian, though, I do. Fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and healthy. And what of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. Oh, surprisingly still populated. I guess a lot of people did actually believe in our mission. Ah, we could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions. Brings a bloody tear to the eye. To secret oneself in a ship sold to secure safe passage to a faraway land, this is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there is no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer at least, though I am happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. Ochre, what in the seven hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? What you, brother? You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained that I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense that you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me. You trained with the Hanish, did you not? Your eyes don't deceive, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves, and drunk deep of the souls of mine enemies. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we have settled in, I would join the search. Oh, okay, you know, things haven't gone to shit yet. That's a good sign. And not exactly alleviating my concerns, but, you know, it's nice. But every small moment of respite means that the coming chaos and coming storm is going to be all the more worse, isn't it? It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphino. I know we will. Minfilia, Yida, Papalimo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Steamed Staff. That gives spell speed. We'll take that one. The Word of the Mother. Thancred and Kryl contacted us a short while ago. It would seem the foray into Castra Meridianum bore fruit. They ask that we rendezvous with them in Y'shtola in Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Mayhap it's for the best that I remain ignorant of the details. Otherwise, I might be tempted to do something rash. I will place my faith in you all, and the 12 to see her return to me. Yep. You got it, boss. Or the boss's mom. Whatever you say. My apologies. I see I am the last to arrive. So, what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the aether at the scene of the Ultima weapon's destruction. A ripple at odds with a presiding pattern. Though faint, with the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to Silda Aqueducts. There, we detected that same waveform, but the orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect from a far more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn. There is no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2, but 3 beings had been affected. Yet, unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now, recall your visions of vast crystal floating in a sea of aether. Though this is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1, Hydaelyn interceded. 2, a third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3, Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia to the compass of my magic, that she might summon her, body and soul, unto the ethereal sea? In which case, we must needs continue our search there. For a blessing, the means to do so already exists. I speak of the Anti-Tower. The fucking what? A Charlayan construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the anti-tower. I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. Oh, right. There's no real fast travel point there, so I just gotta leave. Where am I going? I'm going out this way. Into areas that I have still yet to find all the Aether Currents, so we still get to travel at a fucking snail's pace. Wonderful. Okay, not quite snail's pace. Not exactly fast either, but, you know, quicker than certain areas. I'm gonna really have to start fucking remembering to do that. Luckily, while I do have work early tomorrow, I do get out early. So, I might have time to squeeze it in tomorrow afternoon before Xenoblade tomorrow night. If I'm lucky. Nope, that's not the correct way. Also, given the fact that we just got a named location that we have to discover the area of, my guess is this will be another dungeon. Which is fine, I need a little practice after all. I haven't done a dungeon. I did, I think, one set of roulettes over the last week, and it was low level. I got into a low level dungeon, which means I really didn't have much practice with level 60 stuff still. Like, I've got my rotation mostly down, you know, after all this time. I still forget pretty often to throw in a Fire 1 to refresh the duration of Fire. Madam Matoya, we are here yet again for what seems to be the 5th time asking for help. Oh, what a surprise! Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Ah, though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Anti-Tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The form foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Anti-Tower was sealed save one. Right there? It's just there. It's just that fucking door. Oh my god. Alright. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent seeks through it. As such was the form's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. You, Baldessian girl, you're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest of you can go, on the condition that you clean up the mess in the tower. If you encounter any unruly familiars, you're to tend to them. Those are my terms, and I'll hear no argument. Well, it appears the mistress has spoken. Lead the way. It's a fucking... There is no leading the way. The door is right there. I mean, yeah, leading the way in the dungeon itself, but still. It's really just right fucking here. Wow, okay. As always, join with a fucking 14-minute wait? Oh god, I don't have all night to wait 14 minutes. Yep, anti-tower, baby. I have no idea what to expect. I was not expecting a dungeon in my second quest for the evening. How bad could it be? I say that full well knowing it could be very bad. Still, 14-minute wait though. I have no idea what I'm going to do in the 14 minutes it's going to take to get this queue. I really got to level up a healer or a tank to level set to this level and be good enough at it that I would be willing to do dungeons as those classes to cut down on wait times for the stream. Like, I'm decent at Gunbreaker. I could probably cube Gunbreaker, but I haven't practiced tank in, like, over probably a month and a half. Healer, I'm even less proficient at, and the only healer I think I have at 7 at the required level is Sage, and I've played Sage once. Yep, that's fair, you know. I gotcha. It's fair, it's fair. I mean, if I really didn't want to wait, I could just run with party of NPCs. I've actually heard that if you run dungeons for the first time with NPCs, that they actually have dialogue if you've got named NPCs with you. So I've been thinking about doing that for certain things, but I don't know if that's actually true or if that's just something somebody told me and they were incorrect. I also don't have incredibly large amounts of faith in the NPCs to keep me alive if I'm not playing a healer or a tank. After all, the few dungeons I have run with NPCs for, like, the guild recruitment, the weird, like, not guild, I forget what it's called, but the, like, missions you can send NPCs on for, like, the, Immortal Flames and shit, I forget what it's called. The couple times I've led NPCs in those dungeons, it was fucking painful. Especially playing DPS. Shit. Go back over there. Oh, probably. There's probably several of them I need to do. That's a good point, though. I forget that most of them are just quests that I need to do. Sorrow Rago. I haven't Tasked with picking leaves from her herb garden, from which I make her tea. This is obviously not an herb garden. Bugs have recently taken to ravaging the herbs. Yeah, I can go kill some things. Yeah, that is one of the biggest reasons why I don't keep Left 4 Dead 2 installed, is for that exact reason. I don't even play Left 4 Dead 2 that often, but I did when I was much younger, and I had so much fucking shit installed, it was fucking ridiculous. That's true. I do need to go through and do that. Because I consider at least the base raids and the alliance raids to be stuff to do before I start the next expansion. I don't know how much longer is in post Heavensward officially. Easy enough. Slight more speed. Besides, these kill things quests are probably a good idea so I can get used to my rotation again, since I haven't played much other than PvP the last couple weeks. I'm sure I've got some stuff here that I can do. Probably both of those. I really got to go back to leveling the alt jobs on my downtime and going back to doing a roulette every day. Nope, there we go. Anti-tower. Only took about half the length I thought it would. It's cool, though. Ah, that's why it's called the anti-tower, since it's upside down. Well, since I don't know what the fuck's going on in this dungeon, I'm probably best off just following the case as close as possible. The tank. I don't know why I said case. Oh, we have a Pictomancer. What it is. Swift cast that, shift Q that. Oh, shit. Okay, this doesn't seem too bad so far. Thank God. Wasn't sure if I was gonna get that off or not. That's, you know, as much as the changes to Thunder is weird that I just get it, like, semi-randomly now. Like, I do remember to throw it out, because it procs a lot more often than I used to get it procking. Although, if I read it correctly, it doesn't get the big burst anymore that you used to get if you threw it on top of something that had Thunder Dot already out. Which is kinda disappointing. Oh yeah? What did they do to Gunbreaker? Okay, I see what's going on. They're just gonna do AoEs until they're dead. I see. It doesn't do damage or enmity? What? That's fucking ridiculous. You travel down the up staircase. I got both those, yep. This is a really cool area, though. Okay. Nope. My bad. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Did... fully... Oh my god. I didn't even realize Mana Font was buffed to fully restore MP. And grants 3 Umbral Hearts. Holy fuck. Okay, well, at least they added the... At least they knew they screwed up and added the enmity back. Oh my god, it's just more enemies. Yeah, unfortunately I haven't gotten to the level where I would have gotten Rough Divide yet, so I don't know how cool Rough Divide was. At least I don't think it was there. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, I see. If he takes aims at you, block it to stand around a corner or stand behind a rock. Oh, fuck, got that up. Phew, I didn't have to interact with the mechanics. Thank God. I don't know. Always good. I'm never confident in my ability to deal with them. Pass. What the fuck was that? That's gotta be something the Pickbend is doing. What the fuck? Nope, nope. I don't need Blizzard anymore. I don't need to do it. I not the automatic recharge now. Man, it just keeps going down. How fucking big is this place? Okay, never mind. That's the end. What the fuck? Why? Yeah, I see exactly why you dislike this dungeon now. What the fuck? Okay, so there are just 8 bosses. So it's just so it's just a group boss. Oh god, what the fuck is that? I'm going to make the crazy assumption that killing just these fuckers is not the boss fight. Okay, yeah. I should not have wasted ley lines. Although it seems pretty frail. I see. Yeah, I think I'm good to cast. Oh, I'm stunned. What? Oh, God. Oh, what the fuck is happening? Thank you. Oh my god, what the fuck? Where did all my health go? Jesus! Oh god, that is fucking creepy. If I don't have to see that fucking thing again, it'll be a fucking miracle. I mean, the dungeon up to that point was really cool. Then that happened. that, I mean, I get it. Like, there was sort of a doll motif and, like, a wind-up toy motif for most of the enemies, but come on. Jeez, man. I didn't come here to see creepy fucking dolls. Yeah, I'm doing all three of those things, like, constantly. It's kind of hard not to. Yeah, I know, it's what you say every time, Heidelin, but come on. It's crazy to me that there are ones that make you more uncomfortable.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst.
You sound very different. I don't remember you sounding this way even during Heavensward, Heidelin. Of course, the fact that you have question marks is straight. Never mind, you are not.
The word of the mother.
What?
Who were once called Nymphilia.
I'm fucking sorry. What? What?
Much time hath
Also,
passed
math
away
boss?
Since the bloody banquet. Since I hearkened to her word.
I was looking a little lifeless there. No pupils. Just blue. Kind of a little, not...
Mother, Heidelin guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost. For those we
Fucking
cannot
hell.
save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world.
Cool, I guess. So, am I right to presume that means you're not coming back?
Thee once more. Hear, feel, think.
Yeah, I don't think most of our friends are going to be too happy about that.
Before there was life.
They just
in
need
the
to hear it feel
depths
like
of
harder.
the ethereal
True.
sea,
That's fair, I guess.
light and dark did once dwell as one.
Well, yeah, light and dark are kind of like the same. Like, you can't have darkness without light and vice versa.
But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound.
Moonbound?
In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard.
I'm gonna be honest, none of this means anything to me.
Zodiac
Can you elaborate?
longeth to be made whole.
I do remember that
For
name.
his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining.
Okay.
7 times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final.
What's up, Eidolon? Everything good? Also,
Is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea.
we seem highly unperturbed. Like, this is fine.
Blessed children, go forth and seek.
She really does. Oh, well, yeah, bye, I guess. You like permadead now? You exploded into crystal shards, which is generally speaking, not very good. Now, I'm no doctor, but being turned into crystal and exploding into shards...
You've had another vision.
Generally seems fatal, gotta be honest. Bad news, fellas.
Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
Honestly, not entirely sure to make of what I saw. I got the basic gist. Zodiarch bad, which we already kind of knew. You know, Ascians are assholes. I gotta kill them. Other than that, I guess, Midphilia turned into like a collective conscious in the ethereal sea and then exploded.
Well, did you learn anything?
I guess. I'm left with a lot more questions than answers here.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I don't either, Alphino, if that makes you feel any better about the situation.
Nor am I. Cryo?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Menphilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Menphilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone?
I don't know how else to interpret that, Alphino. I'm gonna be honest here. Who knows? Maybe it's just me high off crystal dust or something. I don't know.
Not
Maybe.
now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Yeah, that was kind of uncalled for, Mother Matoya.
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, You seem to have lost sight of some basic truths.
Yes.
To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
Wise words. A little, you know, rough around the edges, but I get
I know the truth
gist.
of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait!
Yeah, Alpha, no, I would leave it. That's probably for the best.
No, this is all wrong.
Oh, that was certainly not what I was expecting. Damn, that fucking sucks. She's not coming back, is she? It weighs on you too, I know. I understand why she made her decision, and yet, every time we lose another friend, I have to ask myself if there was not another way. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others of the Rising Stones, especially Flamen. Yep, nope, politics, way more important, you know? Although, I'm not exactly sure concealing Minfilia's death? I don't know if I'd word it as death. Rejoining with the Ethereal Sea? I don't fucking know. Rejoining? Who fucking knows? From her adopted mother is a good idea, but, sure thing, Alphino, buddy. Whatever you say, you're the boss now, I guess. I will brief Citaru on what we have learned, as well as Urianger. He may have insight into what the word told us. As for you, after all you have done, I would say you have earned a rest. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Aymeric while you were away. 'Twould seem he was planning a ceremony of some sort and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. Yeah, we're just gonna let that weigh on us, you know, let it bubble up inside until it all boils over, you know. We got more important things to attend to. Politics, key point. Oh, Lord. Yeah, like, sure, we kind of got, like, it's very heavily implied that she's, like, perma-gone, but at the same time, I don't know what the fuck that meant. Like, maybe she's not 100% dead. I mean, it is very likely that she won't be coming back, would be my guess, but I am very in the dark. Everything that was said and everything that just happened, other than light good, dark bad, is out the window. Exactly. Words were thrown at me, and I didn't understand most of them. I mean, I love it. Like, the game is filling me with intrigue, but I don't know what the fuck's happening.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation.
Couldn't be at a worse worst possible time, Amaric, but yep.
Good, good. You of all people should be present.
Let's party! And to have some drinks to forget, you know, how it is. Having a celebration.
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples.
Good idea.
You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend.
You do remember that I don't speak like a word 95% of the time, right? I don't know what good I'll be other than like a confident nod every now and then.
But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance.
Now, violence, that I can handle.
Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
That we can agree on. You good, buddy? Still recovering from that stab wound?
'Tis nothing. 'Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen.
I don't think talking is going to necessarily open your wounds, but apparently from your wince of pain, I guess it might.
It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots.
Something fell over. I heard it in my room. I just don't know what it was. It wasn't very loud. I'll check it later.
The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead.
You don't sound too good, my pal. Maybe at least bring a bigger contingent of guards.
I knew you would understand.
We are surprisingly on board, just, you know, given the fact that we just essentially witnessed a friend die.
The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest.
Put on a happy face, I guess.
Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations, even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all.
Especially if I'm going to be the guard in the assurance that nobody kills everybody while we're there.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yeah, boss?
A drink! We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
That I can certainly agree with. Poured a little bit more of my bourbon. My larceny small batch. The one advantage to having birthdays is you get free shit, and free alcohol is my preferred free shit of choice. Oh, so now we're getting mopey? is that quest? Baby steps? It's all the way over there, and I'm supposed there's a fast travel over there. I'm pretty sure that's a Aether Current, which I might as well complete while I'm in this area. The Lord Commander said you would come. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Aymeric wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result. 'Twas not my war, but I made it mine, and to see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. Oh, shit. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go, rest. I will not keep you. Roy, how's it going? I will pick up your quest in a second. I want to go turn in that Aether Current quest. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm actually talking tonight. Not a TTRPG stream. I know. Crazy. Is that a fucking eighth? How the fuck did I miss that? It's right outside of town. What the fuck? How? It doesn't matter. It's here now. We got it. We'll take it. Probably at least another hour, maybe 2. Depends. I do have to go to work. Yeah, you know, I got work at 9, but I wanted to be at least on for 2.5 hours. Wait, so I'm not the only one that misses that, like, the thing right outside of town? Thank God. I felt like a massive idiot. Fuck. Let me up. Let me up. Please, I don't want to... Oh, thank God. That is fair. I am only assuming myself to be an idiot. I guess it's entirely possible that we may, as a community, just be massive idiots. One day, I'll accept a free company invite. Exactly. I mean, we're talking about, like, we're talking about people who play fucking MMOs in a series that, in MMO that takes place in the middle of a series of JRPGs. Not exactly highbrow intelligent community here. Alright, how are we moving speed-wise? That's the wrong mouse button. Shift mouse 3? Oh, shift mouse 3. Well, Reddit thinks itself to be the smartest community in existence. They severely overestimate their own intelligence, to be fair. Listen, I love Reddit and all, but Reddit's Reddit. If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest? Make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may meet Lords Artorial and Amenelaine, who have graciously volunteered their services. It's probably just Amenelaine, and then Artorial is just kind of on the sidelines following because Emelaine's telling him to, but, or backwards. I forget which one's the eldest now. But it's probably closer to that. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you would excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. Do you know when everything's set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. I see, yeah. When I heard that Sir Aymeric was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter, too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things, and he'll do it, by the Fury. Me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it. Yeah, it's good to see that we've got actual people sticking up that believe in him. Bloody exciting, is it not? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand. We've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past, so hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as great relief. I do put a voice to the characters. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I've always done. Makes things a little bit more interesting, I think. Hey, Redwald! I'm glad to see that the rumors were true. Well met. And fear not, I've no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidofnir may pass directly over their encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman seeking to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. Well, that seems like something important that we should probably take care of. How much has changed since we fought each other alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me then that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you the naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. Ha! And here I am laboring to make it so. Lord Artorial, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury take me. They would defy Sir Aymeric's commands? If they dare attack Vidofnir, it will not come to that. But to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a lord of House Fortin present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Amenelaine while I am away? As you know, he has ever been an impulsive, changeable child. But recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. And there he is in the background, 100% about to abandon his post. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. Oh, God. Menelaine, buddy, how's it going? You're not gonna try anything stupid, are ya? I hope not. I'm rather busy at the moment, old girl, guarding this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see now. Artorial thought I might derelict my duties, huh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guest to be devoured by wolves, oh no. Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not cull the roaming packs. Our esteemed guests, the dragons, devoured by packs of wolves. Sure thing, buddy. Right. Your map, if I may. Right. There. Those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave it to you, old girl. Come, Honoroit, or Honoro. I must return to my rounds. I'm gonna trust that you're gonna keep him out of trouble. Oh, dear. Do be careful, my lady. Yeah, I'm gonna be as careful as I possibly can be, and they're just wolves. I don't know why he's almost certainly not actually Honorwa. Fucking fantasy French, man. French is bad enough. Fantasy French is even worse. And I can say that. I somewhat know how to speak French. I took French as an optional language back in high school. Granted, I honestly don't remember a lick of French, but still, it makes me semi-qualified. Oh, you motherfucker with your paralysis. Latin would have been so much fucking cooler. Like, I regretted not taking Latin. To be fair, the only reason I took French is because several of my family members knew how to speak French. Same reason I fucking learned how to play a clarinet, and I don't remember any of that shit. Well, Latin might suck, but at least it's, like, cool. Like, at least I can say, I know a mostly dead language. That is, like, that's at least a conversation starter. Speaking French, you just seem like a contrarian to everybody who learned, like, Spanish. Why did I cast Flare? I do have Despair. I can cast that instead. Alambear of the Spiked Butt. And everyone is named Tarquinius. Okay. That sounds pretty funny. But, you know, with the prospect of going back to school possibly next year, and maybe taking a few electives on languages that I have an interest in learning, you know, I have some interest in learning things like Latin, even if it is absolutely horrible and I regret it later. It'd be funny, at least. There's one thing Latin's good for, and that's being able to say words that make you sound incredibly pompous and incredibly fucking smartass. Being able to say those long Latin phrases, or fucking really complex fucking old English Latin words. Oh, and there was a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made that arsonist confess? Clever, that. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapon he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. Translate about a guy and his 46 dogs. And none of the dogs had an it, so they... What the fuck? Okay, yeah, that does sound very stupid. Okay. Maybe it depends on the curriculum. Maybe it was just a very... Who knows? Maybe it was just the Latin teacher not knowing what the fuck they were doing. I'm coming up with an excuse here, because learning Latin sounds interesting to me, and it might actually just straight up suck horribly. I still haven't uncovered this entire map. I'm missing out on a lot of free XP here. Can I just barely clip in here? That's fair. That's fair. So I guess I really wouldn't know if I would enjoy it until I actually started to learn it, which is rough, because it's a 50% chance of absolutely fucking hating every second of it. But it might be worth it. Just to try? I don't know. Thancred, buddy. Oh, there you are. Fancy meeting you here. 'Twas fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest, then, and see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. Yeah, that's a language which could be really fucking sick, is Norse. Or Old Norse. Just the thought of knowing, like, a language that nobody really speaks anymore is really fucking cool to me for some reason. Maybe it's just the sheer bragging rights of it all, but still. And there they are, a pair of gallant heroes if I ever saw them, comrades in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is naught left to do but enjoy our well-earned respite. I am not confident that you didn't do something to sabotage this entire thing, Emma and Elaine. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, and this should go, of course, go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? Artorial wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of those barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For once, a suggestion with which I agree. Go on ahead. I'll join you anon. Old English, I could also see that. Like, just the, like, reading through those old Shakespearean books and books of that era, just, like, reading the old English is cool. But I'm also a big history guy as well. I love history.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Oh, Middle English. Sorry. Fuck. My bad. I guess I don't know that much about history. I might like history, but that doesn't mean I know much about actual history in English.
Here.
Early modern? God, I guess I know nothing about language, do I? I'll admit my ignorance.
Freed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. So many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time. After all them years of fighting.
I'm not confident everything is gonna go well today. You're really...
When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here. To do my bit.
Yeah, you are just throwing off massive things are gonna go to shit really quickly, lady. You really should just
My
stop
husband,
talking.
he
You're
died
making it
fighting
worse.
dragons, you see. And here we are. About to break bread with him.
And now you're not filling me with confidence that you're not gonna do something to sabotage. Yep. How did I?
You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I'd say you're dead.
Fuck. I knew something was gonna fucking happen. There was no way this was gonna go well. I can't believe we fucking... God, sometimes I can't tell if our Warrior of Light is smart or if they're a fucking moron. I can't believe we fell for that. That was so fucking obvious. The last thing we should have done is had a drink.
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
Fuck. But, you know, this does give me a perfect opportunity on that bit of a cliffhanger. We're not going to end the stream. I just need a bathroom break. So I will be right back in 1 minute or so. As I said, 1 minute or so. Didn't take me that long. Oh, fuck, I'm dragging my green screen. I got it caught on my chair. And we're out of focus. Hello, camera, please, for fucking the love of God. Okay, that fixed it, but I knocked it off. I knocked it off angle. Perfect. Alright. We don't even get a moment's break. Let's see the chaos that's about to unfold. God, we have like...
This was never your fight.
I mean, you're not wrong. But at the same time... Oh, now we're getting an echo flashback? We're getting an echo flashback of this random chick? Alright.
My son.
they told me he walks in Halone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
More like a mixture of Welsh and Icelandic. I see. Yeah, I guess when I think of the word old, I think, like, I guess my just perspective on time is probably rough. Because early modern, yeah, would probably be, like, late or middle Renaissance era, when, obviously English has been around for probably much longer than that.
I expect they think it's comforting.
Of course, my time could be completely off. I don't fucking remember the dates of the Renaissance.
Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000
And I say it's like
worse.
1500s, but it might be later than that.
Yet that is what they would have us do.
After all, it has
Accept
been
this truth for the
like
sake of peace.
7-8
Bury
years
the
since I've been in
past and look to
school,
the
after
future.
all.
But he was my future, my flesh and blood, my heart.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I!
Yeah, you've just been too busy being brainwashed.
I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night. And I will
Okay, maybe not
until he lies
brainwashed, but
broken at my feet.
broken by grief.
Him and every last one of his accursed kin.
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks?
Listen, guys, I know I'm not actually here right now, but Nidhogg is gonna die. Don't worry about that. I'm sure we're gonna kill him at some point. Don't worry about that. The rest of the dragons, they're not necessarily evil. I mean, especially fucking Vidofnir, who worked under Hresvelgar, who was just, you know, I think it was Hresvelgar, who's just fucking, he hasn't done anything. He wanted to, but
it's a bloody ruse is what it is.
He sees the good in people, some of it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
Okay, so I was a little off. Yeah, I figured I was maybe 100 or 200 years off.
No.
Yeah, that...
I will not let that happen.
I guess that's also fair.
They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Self-perpetuating cycle. They feel grief. A moment of peace comes up. They destroy that peace. More people die. More people want violence. You're creating a cycle of violence here that's never going to end. It's very dumb. Can you think for more than 2 seconds, please? Where the fuck did my Glencairn go? There it is.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
Thancred, thank God. Thank God you waited. You had things to do. I was poisoned. Sorry. I let my guard down for 5 seconds. I don't get a break. We don't get a break.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Thancred, you are a fucking lifesaver. You're the reason why. This is the reason why you're my favorite.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember, your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's called war. You killed them, they killed you. It's not that hard.
Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice. Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back.
And when you kill them, they'll feel the same way, and then they'll kill you, and then... Oh, for fuck's sake. God, people are dumb.
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Wow, Menelain, never mind. I took you completely wrong. You actually fucking... You're either really good at bluffing, or you're actually, like, not betraying us. Good. Okay, don't do that. That's unnecessary. That was completely unnecessary. That you could have done that way better.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception, they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward.
We don't end protests with violence. Oh, for fuck! I know your heart was in the right place, Menelain. Your fucking guard that you turned to was a fucking idiot. Yeah, that was a very bad move. That guard was an idiot.
This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold
He
dear.
did not imply to kill you. Oh, for fuck's sake. And
I
yet,
spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
you are surprisingly adept at moving that arm, given that it's got an arrow through. Probably a very... that muscle that's on that upper left. Okay, was the second necessary? You just proved her point, you fucking idiot!
What have you done?
And thank God, Menelain is like, yes, do not. What the fuck is your problem, you fucking moron?
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
That is not what he ordered. I'm not. This is not Menelain's fault. And he's gonna be blamed for this. Is the worst part.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Damn. He's just like, you look at his face and you realize he is really just a kid. Don't worry, buddy. I got your back. You know, you might be kind of a weirdo, but I got you, fam. I know you didn't do shit. Wow, I genuinely expected us to go right into a fucking battle. I was not actually expecting this to... Huh. I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given the First Commander and Lord Artorial are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with a messenger who said they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Amenelain has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. Yeah, I will say, though, that none of this is Amenelain's fault. The guard misinterpreted what he meant, or interpreted it differently than he intended, and made the bad call there. My wife and I fell while fleeing with the others at first. The Churgeons tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything. And for what? I wonder who he's talking about when he means the mad fools. Does he mean the Garden of Amenelain, or does he mean the, Yeah, he could have been clearer, but this is, at the same time, we are talking about Amenelain, who is likely just the, who is just, I don't know how old he is in actual canon, but, and I don't know how Elysian aging works compared to, like, Cure aging, but, like, he really just seems like a kid who's way over his head, and very much didn't know any better to give a more direct order. I'd heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to have him let him run on the run of Falcon's Nest? Well, I say him and Sir Aymeric take their bloody change and shove it up their arses. I'll not be taken in by that rot again. Oh, and it's the other ones up there. Shit. Well, there goes our peace. It was nice while it lasted. They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as a dagger in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough? That their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it? Or will there be others like them and the true brothers? Yeah, that was probably my guess, which makes him, like, not the best person in that situation, which I can't blame him for. It's just inexperience. Like, you don't immediately, even as a lord of a house, you don't know how to command guards to do everything exactly the way you want. I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I even can. Oh, the Vera are the long-living people. Huh. Interesting. I'm so used to the elves. I know they're Elysian in this game, but the elves being the very long-lived, wise, ancient people. Hey, Thancred. Well, what say you? So the violence is past, but the people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many. That's also fair. Yeah, that's very fair. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones? Damn, Thancred. You really have to bring it back up. I was almost starting to forget about that. Lord Artorial and the First Commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. Their first order of business will be to speak with Lord Amenelain, and I somehow doubt that he has moved on in Ilm since we last saw him. Well, I can at least vouch for him. Something tells me he's gonna get the he's gonna take the fall for this, even though it wasn't really entirely his fault. And to think, when I started this expansion and did all those dumb errands for him, I really did. I was not entirely a fan of him. My apologies. I bear full responsibility for this debacle. There will be time for that for later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we know? According to the initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman who Lord Emmeline ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posting as guards and servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down. Still, others took their own lives. Oh, whoa! Fuck! Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still, more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives. For the time being, at least. The Churgeons are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, the people seem disillusioned. You spoke with them. I see. Sir Aymeric placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we've come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before and will do so again. If we can find but a means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Aymeric's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Get up, Emmeline. You're going with her. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions in person. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honoro. How the fuck do I forgot how I pronounced that already. Honorwa. I forgot. O-I-T is wa. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Honorwa? Honora! I could have sworn he was... No. Is Honorwa somehow involved in this mess? I wouldn't... It's unlikely, but I would like anything else. Give, Emmeline some reprieve from this, really shitty situation. I know the feeling all too well of being accused of something you definitely were not entirely responsible for. That door's locked. I went in a big circle. Well, we're faster. That's one upside. Not being able to fly makes this much more difficult because I can't get a skyward view. no building that I can enter here, huh? So it's gotta be up here. And it's up. Okay, so it's on this level. Oh! I didn't realize I could go out this far. I just assumed this is where the zone... Those gates were where the zone started.
Oh no, what? No, no. What have they done to you? Onowa! Onowa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
Oh.
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Onowa?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him
Oh,
inside
I'm out
into
of
the care
focus.
the
Shit.
Kaijin
How did
without
that
delay.
happen? There we go. Fixed. Oh, at least to live. He didn't deserve shit. He didn't deserve to get the shit kicked out of him.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Honestly, given the situation, you didn't do terribly. I don't entirely agree with us being angry at him. We did see the entire thing. I don't think he's to blame.
You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Holy fuck! Whoa! Wow! Wow! Holy shit!
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed.
Damn. Fuck.
Learn to live with it. I have.
Shit, I didn't mean to skip that. Fuck, why is it so good? Why does it keep getting fucking better? Every time I think the story has gone through a character moment that's like a top tier, it keeps topping itself. What the fuck? Holy shit. It was all leading up to that, huh? I don't know how. It just keeps topping itself, and it doesn't stop. I don't know how tall, I don't know how fucking big it can get, good it can get. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. It was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself that you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this. I know this, but he... Fuck, dude. Holy shit. Damn. I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have more important matters to attend to in Ishgard. God damn it. Choices. Huh? That's the name of this quest. That's fair. Hey, Aymeric, buddy, we kinda fucked up. We kinda let ourselves get drugged and knocked out. It's our fault. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? Yeah, Thingrid, talk for me. I don't speak. I'm generally mute, so... Oh, or never mind, we're gonna talk. Or implied speak. I just hope we say the things that I'm thinking. I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away, is it any wonder they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmont, and our nation is built, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it. Aye. We must needs to find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorifying in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises, to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, in occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies. A unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nation's finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadows of the Gates of Judgment. A victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong as and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, that is true. But if we should be defeated, though even to hold our own against the cream of 3 nations might be presented as triumph. Very well. You may count on my support for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. You would have my son Amenelain take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and also by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. Hell yeah! Also, my camera's out of focus again. God damn it, why does it keep doing that? I really need to fucking replace this thing before it just fucking decides to quit on me altogether. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. It's not a perfect solution, but it should work. Crazy enough. So that is their solution. A grand melee to reunite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when their proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? I will stand for my friends and comrades, not a nation. A poor choice of words. For friends tried and true, then. The living and the lost. So, for this grand melee of his, Sir Aymeric wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Lucia, how's it going? We got a plan. I don't know how good that plan's gonna be, but we have one. Have you spoken with Sir Aymeric? I was aware of the Alliance's request. So Sir Aymeric would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch... Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. I don't exactly have faith that this is going to go perfectly either. But then again, the general theme of this game has been, this game's plot has been, things just don't stop getting worse. Thancred's been telling me about Sir Americ's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, because we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting, too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I'll search Foundation and you the pillars. I've got some rapport built up with Amenelaine. I'm sure I might be able to convince him to come back. Maybe. Possibly. Amenelaine, buddy! Hiding out in the, Jewel de Crozier, huh? How you doing? I got angry at you before in character, but, I'm not, you know, personally, I'm not angry at you. I get it. I carried Honorwa to the manor. Oh, shit. Fuck. Our best chirurgeon's something. So our father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family, always making my decisions for me. No, it's not like that. It's just... You wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the woman you want to be, whereas I am a son of House Forton. Don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it. Until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Honoro, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame, but in the end there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Americ and I will make my own decision. Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Take charge of your life. Honestly, even if you say fuck them all, I'm gonna leave, I would be okay with that. It's your choice, not somebody else's choice for you, for you. Sup, fuckers? I'm intruding on your meeting, because I'm genuinely curious what's happening.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
That's what I'm talking about, buddy. You did it. Let's go. Even your father seems like, holy fuck, did he just actually say that? Oh, good on him. Let's go.
Plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emmerich leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
I mean, who am I to refuse with such high praise?
An adventurer beholden to none, who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side.
Why are we shocked?
Of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend? One more time.
Let's kick some fucking ass, baby. Let's do it.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages. A celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Now I'm curious if this is gonna be like a dungeon or a cutscene or like instance battle maybe. Gods help me, I think it might be love. Hi, fuck, this is Thinkred. I dare say it might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think it a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause. But that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine. I'll take the shield. Sir Aymeric informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The grand melee will be held here, in the shadows of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made and Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us. We must not fail. Rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against Allied forces. Outside of Cartano, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. Oh, don't worry. I'll kick some ass. I'll do the Scions proud. And Ishgard. You know, them too, I guess. More for Hashifant, more than anything. Bring forth the peace he wanted. Alright, I can actually fly again, can I? Let's go. I don't think I've actually seen the flying form of this mount yet. It's literally like a small airship. That's so cool, actually. There she is. I say, when you didn't appear, I began to question... nothing, never mind. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of the Eorzea's solidary in battle, that I am mere... But what if... What am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Honora when he awakes. I am ready, old girl, are you? Yes. By the Fury, how could I forget? Father bid me to present this to you. I know it's sudden, but I believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortom into battle. Pray do us this honor. During the grand melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Sure, I'll wear the colors of House Fortom. Hey, Rabon, really hope you don't take me joining them, like, too seriously. I know I'm, like, a senior member of the Immortal Flames, but, no hard feelings, right? Oh, we get the full outfit. Sick, we're in Ishgardian Iron. This causes for a little celebration. I don't like to drink from this bottle very often, but
heed well the rules of engagement.
a little bit more. I do have work in the morning, so I don't want to drink too much, but there's a reason I only pour myself like 1/8 of a glass every time I drink. More for the taste than anything else. Where is my... Yeah, I'll put it back in the box once I'm done. Johnny Walker, 18 year, got a $125 bottle. It just so happened to be on sale exactly on the day of my birthday. Couldn't have planned it better. And God, is it smooth. The Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Uldan, Gridanian, and Laminsan forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. What the fuck is happening? What? Hold on, is this like a... What? The first company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. So we're playing fucking team deathmatch, huh? During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with the Fury's gaze, which will be indicated by an ethereal tether linking them to the company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 tactical point, defeating marked combatants will award your company 10 tactical points. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
Also, I do love that Rauban is fucking fighting along with the rest of them.
Very well.
And since he's not technically the leader of
Men
Ul'dah.
and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
Gladly. I'll kick all your asses. Just for the fuck of it. God, it's loud. I see. God, why is it so loud? It's so fucking loud! Where's the next mark? Goodbye. We're gonna flare here. Fucking easy peasy. Oh my god, are we gonna have to fight Raban? Sup, big guy? Fall back. My ass. We got this. It's just a Cyclops. Fucking hell. Just water going down the wrong pipe sucks. Let alone 40% alcohol. Holy fuck. Whew. Warm. Ooh, that's a pick-me-up. Oh, wow. Daft sod. You heard the man. Back to it. Whew, I don't think I'm going to be able to do voices for a bit. Wow. Well, forces, form a line on the Warrior of Light. Now. It's super fucking, like, this would, like, be cool regardless. But again, fucking Ul'Dan fucking starter characters go fucking, get rid, like, it's even better for characters who started in Ul'Dan like me. Like, that's so fucking, this is so fucking cool. Lieutenant, I will not lie. I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Damn it all. God, the fucking... Holy shit, this is so badass. Oh my god. Wow. Game just keeps topping itself. Holy fuck. Oh my god, back in the thing. Sorry, Raban. Fuck. I don't know if I need to kill these in time. Oh, yeah. That's a DPS check. I wasn't expecting them to throw a DPS check at me when I'm solo, but I get it. I get it. Understood. I mean, it's kind of fucking awesome that fucking fighting Raubon of all people has a fucking DPS check. That's fucking badass. Alright, who's first? But now I understand. God, I am just dropping my fire stacks left and right here. Lucian's getting her fucking shit kicked in this time. Come on. Not gonna fuck this up this time. I'm gonna let this cutscene play out because I think like the context is really cool and I'm gonna actually beat him this time, fingers crossed. Okay, the Cyclops part, not really that important. I do love to see that fucking Thancred is just sitting on the sidelines, waiting for his own style of action. Also, I love how just one fucking bunch just sends that fucking Cyclops to the ground. Oh, fucking hell. I won't be caught up by your tricks this time, fucking Rabon. Oh, nice. We got a Fire 3 proc. Fire. Throw out some armor. Not this time. That's more what I'm talking about. I probably should have seen the DPS check coming the first time, but I'll take a second time victory. That was easily won. Amanda Lane?
Did she win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard!
Let's go.
Well fought, my friend. You truly are the warrior of warriors. Thank the Fury you were on our side.
No shit. No hard feelings, Raban. Didn't really have much of a choice.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
God, that's a good ending to that, to his arc. God. Holy shit. Fucking lollipop. I'm out of focus again?
A truly
Fuck me,
magnificent
dude.
display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Rauban.
Oh, it was a good fight, even if it wasn't super difficult on my end. He did get me once, I will give him that.
On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning.
Fuck.
Ah, yes.
I really gotta have my hand not on my mouse when I'm fucking taking a drink. I'm liable to accidentally hit a mouse button.
Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Hey, thank you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way.
It was no big deal, you know. It was a long time coming, me and Rauban going 1-to-1.
Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
Come on, Thancred. It wasn't that one-sided. You good? That Cyclops a little too much for you?
Tis but a scratch, I assure you. And I will not suffer you to worry over me. I only have a dozen far more important concerns.
God, I love this game. It's like...
Make that 2 dozen. Still, As Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Who would have thought that when I started all this, that my rapidly increasing list of favorite overall RPG stories of all time would come from an MMO of all places. But it constantly exceeds expectation. I always heard this game had a good story before I started it. Compared to other MMOs with zero main story that happens in the actual game that's more just explored outside. But part of me believed them, part of me didn't, and here we are. And I'm fully on board. I am over impressed. My expectations have been over exceeded a long time ago. Thal's balls. I had forgotten what it feels like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Bloodsands have I had the privilege. Not since the Bull of Alamigo hung up his swords. Back then the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you have come, and how much you have endured. Our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day, when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go. Go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You have earned it. Come, Pippin. Her Grace is expecting us. Lead on, Father. No, it just occurred to me. I don't know. He calls him father. Are they actually father and son? I guess I really didn't catch on to that. I knew they had some. They were close, but also it's strange that a Highlander here, Lalafell. There's only one Lalafell he's close to. I jest, of course. In all the years I have known Rahpan, I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling into place, does it not? The Ishgardians have claimed their symbolic victory, and the Eorzean alliance have been strengthened in the process. Be proud. You made this happen. I will take my thaumaturge implement, thank you, even if I will never use it. It is a glamour option. Also, I learned an emote. I want to see it, just for the sake of seeing it. Victory. Oh my god, that is literally perfect. Oh, fuck. That is so fucking good. All of my fucking portraits are, really, they fit that perfectly. That is so good. I love that. We have done it. Nay, you have done it. You have brought us the victory we so desperately needed. There is naught left but to return to the capital. Come, let us see what reception awaits us. Meddling in the background.
My lord!
Honora! Oh, it's so good to see you okay.
Honora, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
Okay, your voice actor might have wanted to perform that a little differently. That sounded more way creepy than anything else. Like, way too excited in not the traditional way of saying excited.
I see. And to think I was worried sick of you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, and I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, Lord Commander.
You've placated the people for now.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emanuele, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Y'shtola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
Yeah, it's nothing to, concern yourself over too much. It's, for the best. They say you dueled General Rabon within a ring of flames. I did not think the man so ostentatious, but that I could have seen it. After we parted ways at Matoya's cave, I returned here to speak with Tataru. We agreed to tell the others only that our search for Minfilia has reached an impasse. I subsequently learned that you had left for Falcon's Nest, but I thought it best to keep to myself for some time. I am wont to rely on you overmuch when we are together, and I needed time to think, to reflect. I still do, I suspect, but matters here seem to be coming to a head. In short, there are some things I feel I must say, though nothing so urgent that it cannot wait until after the conference. So, let us make for Falcon's Nest and see if Lord Artorial has need of our assistance. I think we'll go for a little bit longer. I was considering getting off to think that I was convinced that I was only going to be able to do a 2-hour stream. And if I really wanted to play it safe with work tomorrow, I'd just do a 2-hour stream. But I just can't help myself. I'm used to not getting more than like 5 hours of sleep anyway. Not that I'm like lacking on time. I'm more... It's fine. I have no problem. Well met, and thank you for looking after my brother. They say he fought bravely, and that he did not dishonor his house. But you, my lady, to you we owe everything. As you can see, we have made every effort to strike when the iron is hot. We made our intentions known, and that all would be welcome to attend, and so they came. By the grace of Fury, they came. The ceremony will not be a lengthy affair, but there is still much to be done. I would speak with you more, but I must see to my duties. Oh, fuck. Starting to hiccup. As for you and Master Alphino, you would do naught but enjoy yourselves. Is that clear? If any dare beg your assistance again, I will have words. Well, there you have it. We have been forbidden from meddling. Shall we wait, or have you other matters to attend to before the ceremony begins? Excellent. I only hope Thancred and the others will not be late. Epochal events do not come around very often. It's quite the crowd. Good to see that everybody's in good spirits. Ah, fucking hell, my camera's out of focus again? Oh.
The appointed hour approaches.
Yeah.
Aye.
Is that the lady who fucking... Oh my god. Why is she here?
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
I trust you, Amaric.
How long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood, which they yearn to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer.
I like how nobody's looking up. They're just looking forward.
Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss. wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace.
Fuck.
The dream they
Damn.
shared shall be ours once more.
Fucking Resvelger and Shiva, huh? Do a standing ovation. That's a good sign. Not perfect, but, oh, fuck. Nidhogg? No, not Nidhogg. You're nearly not big enough. Estinian. Well, yeah, Nidhogg. Yeah. You fucker. You motherfucker. What happened to the arrow? What the fuck? Shit, Vidofnir. Oh my god. Assassinated by fucking Nidhogg possessed Estinian. You motherfucker. Alright, you've signed yourself a death warrant, buddy.
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thordan? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge!
7 hells.
Oh, hi, buddy. You better fucking not kill everybody here. Let me at him. I can take him. I can kill him. I'll do it myself. Well, to be fair, it's probably better that that happened. He showed himself to be a dragon who killed another dragon. Didn't kill any humans, or Hurs or Elezen. That's...
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Okay, we're not completely against dragons.
There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone.
It's just Nidhogg. That's good. Okay, we're united against a common enemy. That's good. That's good.
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Not great.
Death to Nidhogg.
But it could be worse. I will take this. I will take this outcome. This could be.
Death to Nidhogg. 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 Death to Nidhogg.
to be fair, this does still leave us open. Hi. What did you just say? Do you want to? Okay. Holy fuck. Alright, I guess Nidhogg is the next priority. We got a fucking dragon to kill. There they go, the last of the guests. Having come hither with hope in their hearts, they depart with hatred and bloodlust. Until the moment I saw him strike, I still held some hope, small hope, that what you had seen in Azizla was an illusion, perhaps. But he acted without hesitation, as Sir Aymeric. For a mercy, Vidofnir's wound was not mortal, or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was spirited away to Annex Shrine to receive care from her brethren. We can but hope her recovery is swift. Oh, so Vidofnir's dead. That's good. That's actually very good. And nobody necessarily wants all the dragons dead, just Nidhogg in particular. Bloodlust against a specific common enemy is not great, but we'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. But such was surely Nidhogg's intent, to deliver a proclamation not only to the children of Thoradin, but to his kindred. War is coming, and ye who do not stand with us stand apart. She was an example, a message to her brood, another instrument of his vengeance, like Istinian. What do I want? I'll take the... I'll take the... It's hard for me to not take the Scholar arm, because, you know, Scholar is pretty good. But I think in this case, I am really interested in learning Astrologian, so I think I'll take that. And I think that's where we're gonna end it for the night. I did end up playing for an hour, almost an hour and a half later than I anticipated. But God, I could just not stop. This story is so fucking good. I want to play more of it already. But that'll have to wait for next week. Thanks everybody so much for watching, if you still are. I will be back tomorrow with Xenoblade Chronicles 1. We'll be back with this, of course, next week Wednesday, everything permitting, my work schedule included. But regardless, if you enjoyed and want to catch more streams, yeah, you know the deal. I don't think I need to do this spiel. Hit the buttons on your respective platforms to get notified for when I go live. Join the Discord to get weekly schedules, although they are semi-inconsistent the last couple months. Work's a bitch, you know how it is. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed and have a good night.